What is the earliest important political event known to us? Perhaps one has to look for the understanding of the earliest known important political event in ancient times to the Rig Veda that describes the victory of Raja Sudas over his 10 adversaries who formed some sort of a confederacy against him on the banks of river Parushni, that is present day the Ravi of the Punjab. This is described in the Rig Veda in several places. Very interestingly, the Rig Veda is not a text on political history. The context was something else. But in the context, the seers of the Rig Veda, the composers of the Rig Veda hymns, even when they were essentially engaged in religious themes, could not get away from an important political event and therefore referred to this very important war. Perhaps from this tendency to write even partially about important political events took the shape of what is called by Ramila Thapar the Itihasa Purana tradition. Description in the Puranas, what is called the list of genealogies and the Itihasa Purana section, is essentially a pseudo-prophecy, on the basis of which F.E. Parjeter once tried to reconstruct at least the dynastic history called the dynasties of the Kali age. In that list, one encounters different well-known political personalities like the Mauryan rule, like the Shunga rulers, the Satavahanas or the Andhravrityas, Andhra rulers, they are mentioned. But the Puranas, first of all, these are very difficult to date. The Puranas also do not give the uniform list of rulers. Say, different Puranas speak of different numbers of rulers of the same dynasty. So the Puranic tradition, though valuable, is of course not at all complete. It needs to be checked and verified with other kinds of sources. That's why H.C. Rai Chaudhuri, while writing political history of ancient India, preferred the sources called the Pali canonical texts. The Buddha himself is a historical figure, unlike the rishis of the Rig Veda, and a number of important political personalities were contemporary to the Buddha, like Bimbisara, like Ajatashatru, like Prasenajit of Koshala region, like Chandyapraddhata of Avanti region, Pushkara Sarin of Gandhara region. And when Pushkara Sarin of Gandhara, that is the northwestern frontier region around present-day Taxila, Rawalpindi, Peshawar, was ruling, at that time the Achaemenid ruler from Persia, Darius I, conquered some parts of the northwestern borderlands of frontier areas of India and came right up to the lower Indus Valley. This we know from a completely different variety of sources, that is the inscriptions of Darius in Iranian language, and Herodotus, the father of history, wrote a little bit on the conquest of the northwestern frontier of India and also the Achaemenid rule over the Indus basin and the lower Indus Valley. Now these are more concrete information than what we encounter about early dynasties in the Puranas. That's why Rai Chaudhuri preferred Buddhist texts.